Today, what I want to do is a pretty advanced meditation. And basically, the meditation is called the Who Are You meditation. And how we're basically going to do this is basically what I'm going to do is guide you down into a nice, relaxed, tranquil state. And then what I'm going to do is ask you a few questions. The first question I'm going to ask you is, what is being experienced right now? Or what's being noticed, what's being observed. Now, when I ask you this question, you may say one of a few things. You may say, "I'm noticing your voice," meaning my voice. Good. So from there, what I'll do is just tell you to notice it. Really, really observe it. Or you might say, "I notice my hand." I'm observing the sounds in the room. Then from there, what I'm going to do is ask you the second question. And the second question is, who is it that notices it? And then the answer obviously is going to be all you got to do is say it's me. Then from there, what I'm going to ask you is, who are you? And all you got to do is wait. Now, for a lot of people, this is very, very confusing because a lot of us, we don't actually know who it is that we are. A lot of us identify with the ego, which is the physical. But what we really are is source. What we really are is a soul. And we're basically having a human experience. And the goal is just to get your mind still enough, quiet enough, get everything quiet to where you could actually feel the source of creation that you actually are. And I'm going to repetitively, on loop, constantly do this. What's being experienced right now? Who is it that notices it, which is me? Who are you? Or you could even ask yourself, who am I? And the answer could be awareness, source, spirit, consciousness, the witness, or what I like to call it, the director. And this is a little bit of an advanced practice. So if you're new to meditation, it might not work for you. But I suggest you still give it a try because it's actually pretty simple. All right. So whatever it is you're watching me on, place it where you can see me and just follow along. So, first thing I want you to do is just allow your eyes to close. And with your eyes closed, consciously choose right now to just notice your breath. And as you notice your breath, what I want you to do is just observe it without trying to control it. And if you can't do that, that's perfectly fine because with a lot of people, when I say notice your breath, they consciously choose to try to control it. They try to do something with it. All I want you to do is notice that breath is taking place. And if you're controlling it, that's perfectly fine. But just do your best. From here, I want you to notice the empty space in your nostrils. Notice that you have nostrils, but there's space, there's empty space in between your nostrils. From here, I want you to experience the open space inside your ears. So notice the holes in your ears, but there's space in there. See if you can actually experience the space fully. And as you do this, allow your shoulders to drop away from your ears, allowing your neck, to get nice and long. Still paying attention to the open space in your ears. From here, I want you to observe the sounds in your environment. What sounds right now are you noticing? And I want you to realize, in order for you to experience this sound, this vibration, the sound waves actually have to touch your eardrums. So I want you to get really, really intimate with each sound and each vibration you hear. Really tune it in. And notice as you listen to each sound or each vibration, the vibration actually passes through you. You could actually feel each sound vibrating through your entire body. Notice this feeling that it's creating, this sensation, whether it's the sound of my voice or the sounds in your environment. Tune in to the frequency. And this is a bit of an advanced practice right now, but why not give it a try? Just commit. You don't have to be perfect. I want you to realize right now the earth is currently moving through space. And see with your eyes closed if you could actually experience just a little bit the earth floating through space. And notice that you too are also floating. Now, if you're not experiencing much here, that's perfectly okay. Just experience what it is that you're experiencing. From here, notice the pull of gravity on your body. Realize that gravity is pulling you down. And what I want you to do right now is tune into any tension, any tightness that you have in your body. And I want you just to imagine, just for a little bit, just a little bit, imagine that gravity is pulling the tension right out of your body. So what you could do right now is take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, just imagine you're letting it go. You're releasing just a little bit, even if it's 0.001%. You're just giving it to gravity, giving it back to the earth. And as you continue to sit, I want you to notice the chair beneath your butt. Notice how this chair or floor supports you. And realize right now the amount of trust that you have in this chair or floor to support you. Realize that this trust is effortless. You just know that it got you. From here, with your eyes still closed, what I want you to notice is the pixels of light behind your eyelids. So with your eyes closed, you may notice light. And as you do this, you may begin to notice, now this is just a maybe, that your eyelids are beginning to flutter. And if that's not happening, that's perfectly okay. Just notice what you notice. Allow yourself to soften your throat. And if you have to, consciously choose right now to just swallow. And as you swallow, allow your throat to open up. Allow your throat to just soften. Allow your throat to be released. Slowly begin to bring your awareness into your chest. And just consciously choose right now to allow your chest to open up. For a lot of us, our hearts are really guarded. We tend to protect our hearts. We tend to brace, constrict. But right now, just choose to soften, even if it's just 0.001%. Allow yourself to stop bracing. From here, begin to shift your attention down to your stomach. And I want you right now to get so intimate with your stomach area to the point where you actually begin to notice your organs in your body. See if you can actually feel what's in there. And if you can't, that's perfectly fine. Just notice what you notice. Because right now, your organs are working and they're taking care of you. Realize that your physical body has 25 trillion cells, all communicating with each other effortlessly. And realize being you, the real you, is effortless. It's easy. It's open. It's still. The real you is completely attuned to what's actually going on. You just intuitively know how to live, how to be. And from here, we're going to begin the process. And the question I'm going to ask you is, what is it that you are experiencing right now? And just notice what happens. Whether it's a sound, your physical body, or just the space around you. What is it that you are experiencing right now? It may even be a thought. But I just want you to right now observe it fully. Be with it fully. And the next question is, who is it that's experiencing this? And the answer should be me. I'm experiencing this. Now ask yourself this very, very deep question. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? And just feel it. Now, for some people, thoughts might come up. You might say your name. You might have a bunch of labels. But I want you to realize that that's not who you are. You are the one who's observing all of this. Who am I? Who am I? And just feel it. Experience it. Be open to who it is you really are. And from here, we'll begin to shift our attention, our awareness back to question number one. What is it that's being experienced right now? What is it that's being observed? What is it that's being noticed? And whatever it is, choose to be with it fully. Question number two. Who is it that's experiencing this? Who is it that's observing this? And the obvious answer is, it's me. It's I. And question number three. Who are you? Consciously ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? And just experience it. Return back to the source of who you are. Feel it. Experience it. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? and sit in the stillness that you are. Be okay with being here right now. Realize there's no place you need to be. There's no place you have to get to. You've arrived. You've always arrived. You've always been okay. You've always been enough. You just may have forgotten. You may have got lost. But right now you found yourself. And let's do one more round. What is it that you are observing right now? What is it that you're noticing? What is it that you're experiencing? Maybe you're experiencing everything all at once. Maybe you're experiencing the entire universe. Realizing that you're made from the same stuff, which is stardust, which is energy, which is vibration. Feel it. Feel everything. Observe everything and judge nothing. Realize that everything is the way it's supposed to be. Everything is the way it's supposed to be. We don't have to do anything but experience. Oftentimes, our suffering is because we look out into the world and say what's going on is wrong. What if it isn't? What if everything is fine? What if everything's okay? What if it's the way it's supposed to be? What if we dropped all labels and just returned back to the source that we are, which is part of the Creator? Experience it fully. Question number 2, who is it that's experiencing this? And the answer is me. The answer is I. The answer is you. And back to question number 3. Who are you? Ask yourself, who am I? You are infinite. You are expanding. You are love. You are energy. You are enthusiasm. You are connected to the flow of life. And today, you're going to consciously choose to connect with this flow anywhere from 1 to 3 times today. And I want you to imagine right now, you're going about your day. And as you're going through your day, you may begin to notice that you're getting lost in thoughts, lost in the moment. Lost in the chaos of life. But we already know life is not chaotic. You're just judging life. So as you begin to notice that you're judging life, imagine asking yourself, what is being experienced right now? And again, it may be an emotion, it may be an energy in your body, it may be a thought, it may be a person that's not doing something your ego would like. In that moment, just choose to experience the moment as it is. Not that it's bad or good. There's no resisting. And even if it's amazingly good and you're feeling really good, there's no clinging. You're letting the moment be as it is without attachment. You're just experiencing it without clinginess, without neediness, without craving, without desire. You're just letting the moment be as it is. Now imagine asking yourself, who is it that experiences this? And the answer is me. And then ask yourself that very, very deep question. Who am I? Who am I? And throughout the day, you're going to do this. Maybe it's just once. Maybe it's a few times. But every time you notice, you get lost in judgment. You're going to use this opportunity to return back to who it is that you really are, which is source, which is the observer, which is witnessing consciousness, which is all just energy. And you're connecting back to this energy. And when you're ready, you could begin to deepen your breath. Come back to the moment around you. And when you're ready, you could open your eyes. And usually after a meditation like this, I usually like to look around the environment that I'm in. And so I want you to do this, just notice what you notice. But notice it from the source that you actually are. Do your best to just see, to just look. So like for instance, right now I see a tree, but in my mind, I don't have to say that's a tree. My mind doesn't have to, I already see that it's a tree or the sky. I don't have to say, oh, look, it's a sky. I just see it effortlessly. So right now, just look out and just see. No labels. You already know what all of this is. Notice the temperature. And don't judge it. Don't say it's too cold or too hot. It just is. Notice the sounds. Feel the vibrations. And just breathe easily. And today, as you go about your day, you know, the goal of meditation for me personally, I think a lot of people who do meditation, they end up just getting good at meditation, but it doesn't actually apply to actual life. So for a lot of people who are good at meditation, they're not good at just observing the moment as it is when they're actually out in real life. And that was a problem I had back in the day where I would meditate for hours and hours and hours. And then I would go out into the world. And because I'm not in a meditative state, life would just disturb me. And then I would actually get aggravated and say, oh, I got to go meditate more, or I'm not meditating enough because I shouldn't be getting disturbed. But the goal is for me to just notice the disturbance without getting entangled with it. So today, you're going to go through life and things are going to disturb you. All you got to do is ask yourself that question. What is it that's being experienced right now? And if it's a disturbance in your body, just notice it. I'm experiencing a disturbance, an energy. Notice it, feel it, experience it fully. Don't resist it. Then from there, as you feel it fully, you feel the moment, you feel everything going on. Ask yourself, who is it that's experiencing this? Who is it that's noticing this? Who is it that's aware of this? Who is it that's experiencing this? And what's the answer? Me. And then ask yourself that final question. Who am I? And just feel. And you can literally do this process in like 45 seconds, a minute. So please do your best today to try this out. If you want, just do it multiple times a day, maybe 10, 15 times. But make your intent right now just to start with one time. Start it with your drive to work. As you're driving to work, somebody cuts you off, and usually you scream at the driver in front of you and you get disturbed and you feel that energy. All I want you to do is when the guy cuts you off, I want you to notice the energy, notice the shift. What's being experienced right now? I'm disturbed. Don't say why, because of the driver, because of the asshole. He's just driving. He's just doing what he's doing. He's not supposed to do what you want to do. Like I often, make this joke to people that our nervous system, our egos believe we're God. We get to decide the way the world's supposed to be. We get to decide how everybody else is supposed to drive. The guy's driving. He cut you off. Yeah, it might be, perceived as rude, but he just cut you off. Notice the shift in your energy. Who is it? What's being experienced right now? There's a shift. There's an agitation. Notice it. Sit with it for 20 seconds. Then ask yourself, who is it that's experiencing this? The answer is me. Sit with that answer for 10 seconds. And then ask yourself, who am I? And feel. It's really, really that simple. You just have to consciously remember to do it. So I hope you made it this far. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, leave feedback in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Peace.